Hey, what is up, everyone? This is Web Junior 1977 here, and we're back to the retro number 15. Crazy, it's been this many already. I've been trying to do some every night, but you know how that goes. It's like you get your mind set on something, and you know it doesn't always work out the way you want it to work out. So, but yeah, get some people in here. We're going to get some retro games going. It's going to be a great time. I'm going to try to mix it up a little bit more tonight. Try to get ones that I've absolutely never heard of. Just going to do some random crazy stuff. Unless I get requests, I will still take requests, obviously. But when I'm not doing requests, I'm just going to pick some random game and see what it's like. We'll go with that. Ones that I've never heard of. There's quite a few of them over the years. Ones that I've looked at on. I've looked at them on the console, and I'm like, I've never even heard of this one. Like, that's the ones we're going to check out tonight. So strap in and get ready to watch. But like I said, I'll still be doing definitely still be doing requests if I get any. I want to show you this real fast if I can do it without breaking it. I got a Xbox One S. Finally got another Xbox in the game room. A couple of people I talked to that like I don't think they're not PlayStation fanboys or nothing like that, but they have PlayStations, and they're like, "Why'd you get that?" Like something different. Like I've been wanting to get a new one. The only reason I got rid of my old Xbox is because the disc drive was going out of it, and my buddy of mine really needed one. His son really needed one, and they wasn't worried about the disc drive. I said, "Well, the disc drive's about ready to take a crap," and he's like, "That's fine. I'm not worried about that." Gave him a good deal on it because of the disc drive taking a crap. Going to take a crap. It was still working. If you tipped it back a little bit, it would still work, but it was on its way out. He said his son just done digital anyway, so he wasn't worried about it. So I finally got another Xbox 360. Finally got another Xbox One. Got it all set up, ready to roll. Just need to get a card, and looks like I need to clean out that port, but that's fine. Just need to get it all set up, or I got it all set up. I just need to get a card. I'm not going to do the take out every month, because I don't do that every month with my PlayStation. I do that like every 3 months or something. I can't remember. It might be every month. I can't remember when it gets taken out, like what cycle it gets taken out in. But I'm not going to do that with the Xbox. I'm just going to buy cards because I won't be playing it a lot. But when I want to play it, I'll go buy a card. If it's ran out, I'll just go buy a card, boom, throw it on, and play some games. But it's got a lot of games that I need to catch up on that the Xbox doesn't have, the PlayStation doesn't have. Like I said, I'm not a fanboy of any console. I still do prefer the PS4, but it's my gaming console of choice. But I definitely want to dive into the Xbox. I'm excited to play some exclusive titles for the Xbox. Have new fans, new gamers, new players on there, and yeah, definitely up for that. Have a new player base is what I was trying to say. I was going to say fan base. I don't know why I was going to say. I said fan, and I was thinking fan base. So that's not what I was going for. I was going for a new player base, a new set of players to play. I was going to get the new Call of Duty for the PS4, but my brother he gave me this white one. As I probably showed on stream before, he gave me this white one, but the HDMI port is screwed up on it. And I was going to try to find somebody that could do that, but everybody I talked to that does soldering didn't really want to mess with it. I don't really blame them. But and I tried to get a hold of the repair place, and the repair place, due to the circumstances, as everyone knows, this whole COVID-19 thing, has got a lot of places closed up, and I get it. I mean, it's not an essential business. I don't, you don't need gaming consoles to survive. I mean, I kind of do, but so I just went out. I went on Facebook Marketplace, found one for a price I couldn't pass up. So here I am. I just picked it up today. Didn't come with a controller and stuff, but I did have a controller from the other console. So I'm good to go. Good to go. So like I said, I got it all set up. Just got to I got games for it. I actually have the new. This is being one of them. This is probably the one I'm going to play most. So yeah, once I get the Xbox Live card, I'll be pumping this. And I figured, I was gonna, like I said, I was gonna buy it for PS4, but since I work in Xbox now, got the game for it. Why? Just I may as well play it on this. It's the same type of deal. I know people will eat me up in the comments, but it's basically the same thing. I mean, there's nothing different between this and, except for when content comes out for it to come out with it'll come out with to the PS4 first. Cause it was coming out for Xbox first, but this year's coming out for the PS4 first. Well, it was last year, I think. I'm not sure about this year, but whoop-de-doo, I know I was never worried about that anyway. So, but yeah, I got a few games I'll probably sell to get Xbox Live and all that. A few games I'll never play anyway. So no harm, no foul. It doesn't matter. If I don't play them, then if I'm not going to play them, then I'm going to get rid of them. Yeah, so get stuff that I will play, stuff that I can join in with my friends and stuff on. So also got GTA 5 for it. A friend of mine, Transition38, also known as Smokescreen38, make sure you check him out on YouTube for sure. He's like, you should get Grand Theft Auto 5. I was like, well, I don't really play it all that much on my PS4. It'd be kind of dumb to buy it, you know what I mean? Buy it again and not play it. He said, yeah, you got a point. And I was like, well, then I was looking through my stuff. I was like, wait a minute, what am I saying? That was one of the games my brother gave me. It's got a little scratch on the disc. I think it'd be fine. But these newer discs are a lot more durable. But yeah, I think it'd be fine. So put it on there, do the update. It's got a 1 terabyte hard drive, so that's pretty awesome. So yeah, it's super clean. I mean, from the pictures I saw, it looked like it was a little dirty. He must have cleaned it up a little bit, but it's super clean and it's like got that army green color. I love that color. I've never seen one that color. It was always white or black. But yeah, enough of my running my mouth. I'm gonna go ahead and start up some stuff here. Switch the camera over. Get on to some retro. But yeah, go ahead and get this show on the road. I'm going to plug in my controller. I noticed when I plugged in my controller last time, it didn't time out. So I don't know if that's a, I don't know if it was a fluke or if that actually is a thing. That if you keep it plugged in, it won't time out. But I'm fixing to find out. How about that? Because I went for like what, hour and a half, and it didn't time out. I don't normally timed out at like around a half an hour, 45 minutes or something. But we'll see. Go ahead and switch the camera over. Blair Witch Project. Blair Witch Project style. Funny thing, I was telling my friend was telling about Blair Witch Project. I was actually when I was, I would say, conceived, not born, because I was born in Frederick Memorial Hospital. But when I was conceived, my parents actually lived in Burkittsville, which is now, which was then, or was once known as Blair, which is where the Blair Witch Project came from, originated from. So it's pretty funny. I kind of get where they get where they can get a story of that at, because if you ever go there, it looks pretty damn creepy. I mean, tighten up my tension wires here on my camera, my customized camera. Switch Pro. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Appreciate you stopping in. Are you new to the stream? Switch Pro. I don't know if I remember that name or not. Sorry if I... Either way, if you're new, not new, regardless, I appreciate you stopping in. It's good to hear. Especially in these times. It's good to hear people are doing good, you know? The world's not a great place right now. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, I appreciate you stopping in. Appreciate you checking the stream out. But, yeah. I don't normally promote, you subscribing to my channel, but it's always appreciated, of course. But, if not, that's fine too. If you could at least leave a thumbs up, that would be great as well. Let's see. At 400 subscribers, well, I'm a good ways from there, but I'm getting there. We're going to be doing a giveaway. So, anybody that is subscribed, if you're in the stream right now and you are subscribed, that's the only, that is the only requirement to be eligible to play. Let's go ahead and try this game. To be eligible to play. And, at 400 subscribers, I'm going to be doing another giveaway. Normally what I do for people that don't know, that are new to the channel, like Mr. Switch Pro right there, or Mrs. Switch Pro. I'm sorry if I'm assuming you're a guy and you're a girl, but the way it works is I go live with right now I have 2K20, WWE 2K20. You don't have to have the game. You just come in, make sure you're subscribed. That's all I need. That's, like I said, it's all you need to be to be eligible. And you just pick a wrestler. I put you down on a list. We go through a tournament. I like to get at least 8 people. 4 is fine, but I like to try to at least get 8 people. Okay. Just didn't want to offend nobody. You know how that is these days. I don't want to offend nobody. But, and basically, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. Whoever wins the tournament wins. And wins the, I usually do a $25 gift card, $25, whichever one I can find. Because a lot of times I can't find a 25. I don't know why. Depending on where you get it from, it's a $20 or $25 gift card. PlayStation gift card, PSN. And it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is friend me on Facebook. Yeah, friend me on PSN, and I can send you that way, or if you don't have a PSN account, or if you don't have a PSN account, you probably don't want the card anyway, unless you're going to give it to someone else, of course. But we'll find a way to get it to you. Let's just put it that way. And yeah. So and what I didn't mention is of course all of the players are going to be computer. I'm not going to be controlling anything, obviously, because that would be obviously rigged, and we don't want that. If I was going to rig it, I wouldn't even bother, you know.
Welcome to the D&D world.
I love how it does that. I get modded. Okay, yeah, that's pretty awesome. They're really worth the money for sure. Gotta go with the dwarf. I always go with the dwarf on stuff a lot of times. I don't know what it's doing. I don't care. That's my name. Oh, that's my name. I really care what my name is. I think this is like a sequel to the other game that I played last on the. Sure looks like it. Let's put it that way. Got 4,000 games, hell yeah. Nothing wrong with that. This one here, a buddy of mine did it. I paid 150 bucks. Oh, actually, I paid 120 bucks. He's doing them now for 150. The only reason he done it for me for 120, well, aside from being my friend, I didn't want to do it because he's my friend, give me a discount. I didn't really know him that well then, but the main reason he gave me a discount is because he actually already had it pretty much done. He had it custom painted, like a Nintendo, like an original Nintendo, and the buyer didn't get it, so I picked it up for 120. Couldn't beat that. But at 150 bucks, like he's still doing them now, it's still a great deal. I mean, I've since got 4 original Xbox controllers. He gives you like a off-brand controller, which is still alright. I painted it gold. I painted the console gold and I painted the controller gold for looks, you know. But right now I have a green controller. The second generation controller, the smaller one. I don't know if you know what I mean or not. I'm not sure how old you are, if you remember that. Guess you don't have to be old, but you just gotta know your stuff. But let me try to get caught up on the comments. Will you get the? Yeah, this virus is being stupid, you know. Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, that's what I'm using right now. Yep, for sure. This one's got 9,082 games on it, like retro games, but it also has like 20, somewhere between 20 and 30 original Xbox games on it as well. And he was able to let me pick. He let me pick which games that I wanted. So of course I got the best ones. The best ones for me, I should say. I can't say I got the best ones because everybody's got their own taste and what they like. But yeah, I got the best ones that I like, you know. And I'm level I'm 32. I've been around. All right, I got 10 years on you, but yeah, I could see. Yeah, You've seen the original Xbox easy enough then, for sure. Help! Who's gonna help me, motherfuckers? And that's why this is not a kids show, because of that kind of language. But anyway. At least they thank you, you know what I'm saying? They don't say help please, but they do thank you when you set them free, so I guess that's a good thing. But yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but I don't know if yours does this or not, but it has, he actually customized mine. He put Web Junior on it. It was pretty badass how he did it. But if you can see right here, it shows this is game number 393 of 9082. I don't know if you could see that on screen or not. But he's got a 250 gig hard drive in there, which is pretty badass. And it also plays disc-based games too. If you put original Xbox games in there, it'll play them for you as well. So, hell yeah, yeah. That's why we get them for sure. I can appreciate another retro gamer, and for sure, can always appreciate another retro gamer. It's always a pleasure to meet other guys that appreciate this stuff. There's a lot of people that are like, why do you buy, like, why do you get all this? You haven't seen my room because I was switched over to the Sony Trinitron by then. But if you go back and watch some of my videos, Mr. Switch Pro, if you go back and watch some of them, or you can go back to the beginning of this video, you'll see I got quite a bit of consoles gathered up over the years. I was fortunate enough to be able to build this game room. I'm going to be expanding soon, hopefully, with any luck. But what is? I don't know how exactly you're supposed to the steel hearts. But anyway, I got quite a bit of stuff over the years, and a lot of people are like, most people that come in here, they're like, wow, this is freaking awesome in here. But every once in a while you get somebody, they just don't appreciate any of this. Like, they're like, why do you collect action figures? Why do you collect game consoles? And like, why not? Like, it's my shit. I work for my money, and I buy what I want to buy, you know? Just like you buy what you want to buy. Like, you know, great thing to have. Yeah, it is. Great thing to have, for sure. I saw the AT&T... AT-AT. Oh, I saw the AT-AT. Yeah, you know what? That AT-8, that, actually the... You mean the, like the four, like the, yeah, you mean the four-legged thing, yeah. The AT-AT. What's the other one called? The two-legged one? AT-ST? I can't remember. But the one I got for like $1 at a freaking thrift store. I had to search around and find all the parts for it, but let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's all in what you like. You can't... It's not really running this game too well unless it's supposed to be like this. This guy isn't even fighting back, is he? Okay, there we go. Gary said, come on now, make it a little fight now. Looks like he's freaking drunk. I think he does drunken fist or something, or she. I don't know if it's a he or she. Can't really tell. I don't really even know this game. That's why I'm playing it, because that's what I'm doing on this stream. Playing games I've never played or even heard of. Looks like there's flies flying around, man. It must stink or something. Boom! Lay down, you drunken bitch. Go back and get sober. That was, I don't know, wasn't that great. But yeah. Yeah, it's all what you see there was going fast. I think it's not running it well or something. But yeah, it's what you like. It's like who are they to judge what you like to, you know, collect and stuff. Like, I work for my money. I don't live with mommy and daddy. And if you do live with your mom and dad, I'm not trying to dish you. I mean, if you take care of your bills and you got a respectable job, and you work for your money, you know. But I mean, I make my own money. I don't rely on anybody to make my money for me. You know, I'm fortunate enough to be healthy enough to work, so that's what I do. Although, of course, I'm not working right now. It gets kind of old. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the time off with my kids, but I got a lot of different consoles here. I got the PS4. I just now got the another Xbox One today. Dig Dug 2. I didn't really care much for Dig Dug 2. So I think I'm gonna just, what the Dino Rex, huh? Some weird crap on this. But that's what we're doing today. We're playing some weird crap. DJ Boy. Let's play DJ Boy. No need to be. What model Xbox? It is the Xbox One S. Donnie. Hey, what's going on? You're from France? I take it. Appreciate you stopping by, for sure. Appreciate anybody that stops by and checks it out. But yeah, I mean, I don't knock anything that anybody, you know what I mean, that likes. We all like different things. We're all different people. So I mean, a lot of people are fanboys of stuff, like they're a PlayStation fanboy. There's like, they say Xbox sucks, or vice versa, and that's, you know, that's not the way I live. It's like I like all consoles. Is the PS4 my console choice? Yeah, but I like all consoles. I appreciate what they all put on the table. You know, what they all give to the gaming community. Let's see. I use my Xbox. Excellent. Heck yeah. For sure. All right. Not even sure. Oh, I'm none of the guys because I haven't insert coins yet. Shake it, baby. Shake it, baby. We moving now, man. Okay, so what am I doing here? Okay. Not sure if I was supposed to kick that guy and hit that guy or not. Oh yeah. Beating the shit out of people. How's it going? Whoops. How's it going? Morning to you. What's up? Appreciate you jumping in here. Oh shit. This dude's serious. He got dynamite. I think it's a dude, I'm not sure. Jeez, how do you get away from that crap? Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Okay, now that's definitely a woman. She's probably fixing to whoop my ass next. Don't these guys actually die, or you just go by points or something? These guys are like here the whole time or something, unless they just look the same. But yeah, you gotta appreciate, if you're a true gamer, you appreciate all consoles. You know what I mean? You appreciate what all consoles bring to the table. You got your exclusive titles for each console. You got a lot of them that they have the same titles, but you have to have competition. That's the thing. There's a lot of people that are like, I wish one would just go out of business, and that, you know, that why would you want less options for games? You know what I mean? We don't have enough. In my opinion, we don't have enough options for games now. Like, you know, relevant consoles right now. We got 3 consoles. We got Nintendo, we got Xbox, which, you know, we got Microsoft, and we got Sony. To me, there should be more. More competition is better. Like, you know, you want the competition, so everybody tries to one up the other console. You know, you want that, because that way they don't sit on their laurels. They don't, you know what I mean, they don't just lay down and be like, well, we got the only console, so if you want a console, you gotta buy it from us, so we can just do whatever we want, and we can throw out a shitty game, you're gonna have to buy it. If you want to play a home console game, guess what? So, I mean, you don't want that. You want competition. Let's try this Dragon Bowl. This looks pretty kiddish, but it looks pretty neat. Got a new display out here in front of the Trinitron. I got the entire line of the California Raisins, except for this big dude right here. He's not really part of these guys. I think there's a whole line of the big ones as well. That's the only big one I have. But I'll put him right in the middle. The ones to the right of him, actually to the left of him, but to the right of the picture are the 4 originals. And then all these guys came later. I'm not exactly sure what you're writing there, Mr. Wolverine, but Wolverine? I appreciate you being in here and commenting now. Even though I can't understand it, I apologize for that, but I'm glad you're here watching. More the merrier. Oh yeah. Whatever that is. Okay. They didn't spend a lot on the soundtrack on this, I can tell. Hey, Boba Fatty. How's it going? It's going good here. Yeah, I'm not sure what that music's all about. Alright, that sounds a little better. Get my ass handed to me. That was a pretty good move. Jeez. Yeah, that game's difficult, let me tell you. Can't get a punch or a kick in. It's like a midget trying to beat up the Big Show, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Boba Fatty. Appreciate you stopping in for however long you can stay. I appreciate it. Means a lot. Awesome, finally, so much again. Hell yeah. Do it for a couple hours here. One guy came on and said that me and Jesse from Game Dungeon Productions is the only two that he's seen that even does retro anymore, which is kind of sad. But I hope he's mistaken. I hope there is more people and he just hasn't caught them. Hasn't saw them. But I mean, he could be right. I don't know. Jesse's got Twitch locked down. I got YouTube locked down now. So between the two streaming services, at least you can watch some retro games on either one. I definitely recommend Game Dungeon Productions if you haven't got to his channel yet. They're the only two that matter. Hell yeah. But yeah, if you haven't seen Game Dungeon Productions, he is on Twitch now. If you have a PS4, he's Darth-Jawa. Search for him. If you're on YouTube, search for. Or if you're on Twitch, search for Game Dungeon Productions. Awesome guy. He's got a lot of awesome retro games going. He's got a big game room. I actually am in one of his streams. How you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, see what other game we could find here. Trying to find one I haven't really saw much. So let's see. But yeah, see what we can, what was that? It's pretty graphic for us, N64. And how I got into N64. It's kind of strange. Oh, because I was at the end of NES games. That would explain a lot. Yeah, Boba Fatty, I just got another Xbox One. Super stoked about that. I could start playing some titles for that. Oh, this crazy. What's going on? Yeah. Yeah, with all this craziness going on, it's a crazy world out there right now for sure. Try to do what I can do to for people to watch, and it's even more important now than it was before all this stuff to kick back and watch some stuff that you haven't seen in a long time. It takes you back and tries to get your mind off of things, Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I'm hoping it will. There's no end in sight right now, but hopefully people get smart and they stay home and we get rid of this crap once and for all. That's for sure. Trying to find some titles that might not have. What is this? World Heroes. Wonder Boy. I remember them bulls. That was pretty cool. I'm gonna answer a message here quick. I'm gonna go with this one next. What in the world is it? Is this the? Oh, it's like a Mortal Kombat. I don't want to try any more Mortal Kombat stuff. Fucking help it. Way too many of them. I'll try this here next. Let me check something here real quick. If you bear with me, please. Let's see. No, Wolverine. Nobody's racist here. Nobody's racist here. If you're talking about me not being able to understand your language, I'm not racist. I just don't get everything you're saying. I just don't racist Confederates. No, nobody's a racist Confederate. I don't have a racist body or a bone in my body. I don't know if you can understand me right now, but nobody. I mean, I can't speak for everybody that's on the stream. I don't know everybody on the stream. But if you're talking about me, I'm definitely not racist. I treat everyone equal. If someone treats me with respect and dignity and, you know, wants to be a friend, then I'll treat them the same way. No matter what the color, creed, or religion is. Color, race, or religion, doesn't matter to me. Everybody's equal in my eyes until they're not, until they're proven not to be a good person. But if I dub them as not being a good person, it doesn't have anything to do with where they come from, what color they are, what their religion, if they have a religion, is. It's whether I think they're a good person or not, and that's only my opinion. So even if I think you're not a good person, and I'm not saying you're not because I don't know you, but even people that I would consider not good people, that's just my opinion. So, you know, it's not up to me to judge anybody. It is Southerners who accept slavery. No, I don't accept slavery. I definitely don't accept slavery. I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm not a Southerner, first of all, but I'm originally from Maryland, which I think had some slaves possibly, but that was 200 years ago, and that was out of my control. I didn't even have a voice 200 years ago when they were doing slavery. So I mean, that's if I was living back then, I would have been right alongside them. I would have been judged just the way everyone else was, because I wouldn't have stood for it. Northern or free? Yeah, I'm a northerner, but regardless of whether I was a southerner or a northerner, I don't stand for any kind of racism. I don't judge people by. I try not to judge people regardless, but it's hard not to judge. Everybody judges somebody to a certain extent, but it's not. I don't judge people by their color or their religion or anything like that. That's not me. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't still happen. There's still a lot of racism going around, way too much going around, but it's gotten better, but it hasn't fully went away, and it probably never will, unfortunately. But that's just the way it goes, I guess. I don't know. I guess you don't have to accept it. It's just the way it is, you know. One person, or you know, if I were to talk to somebody that's racist and tell them to stop being racist, I'm gonna try this lady frog. That's funny. I wouldn't change their mind. It would be good if I could, but it's not the way it works, you know. People set in their ways, you know. It's just there's no talking to them, you know. But we don't want to turn this into a racial thing. This isn't supposed to be a debate on races, or, you know. So, you know. And if you're wondering how I translated a lot of that stuff you were putting on there, I have Google Translator on my phone, so that's how I was doing it. I wasn't lying that I don't know your language. I just have Google Translator, and I just decided to use it just to see what you were saying. And alright, so with all that being said, let's play some games, shall we? I've played Frogger, but I've never played this one. I'm assuming it plays the same way. It's kind of weird, though. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to jump on there if it's not a log, but what in the hell is going on here? I am so confused with this. Alright, we're done. I'm jumping on a log and it's killing me when I jump on a log. I don't know what you're supposed to jump on there exactly to get across the water. I don't know whether it's glitching or what it's doing, but yeah. It's just strange. Ladybug. Yeah, it doesn't look anything like Pac-Man, does it? That's hilarious. But anyway, let's try some more games, shall we? What is that? That actually looks pretty cool, but they got way too many shooting and fighting games, like Mortal Kombat style games. I'm a sucker for Mortal Kombat, don't get me wrong, but all these other games that come out after it, I'm like, yeah, it's just a rip-off of Mortal Kombat. Whether it was or not, it's just some of them probably came before Mortal Kombat, and I'm completely wrong about that, but how about it? Yeah, you got that right. Let's play some games. He won't be commenting anymore. I blocked him on the stream. Hate doing that because I like everybody, you know. I wanted people to try to like everybody. Gang wars, there we go. We'll get some shit stirred up about this, huh? Gang wars. But yeah, it's just I don't deal with people like that come in and call people racist. They don't even know you, you know. fight stick? You mean like a arcade like an arcade stick? You mean? I'm sure you can. I actually have an adapter that adapts the original Xbox plug to a USB. So if I got a USB one, which I actually have I don't know if you can see it right here. I have a custom-made arcade cabinet that I made, and it has a X arcade stick on it. It's got a Raspberry Pi inside there. I want to do some streams with my Raspberry Pi eventually on an HD TV. I just like doing it on this CRT TV just because that's what it was intended to be on. But I'm pointing over there now, but you can't see it. I got a Raspberry Pi in there, and it's got an X arcade stick which has USB. I could probably plug that into it. That's not what I originally got it for, though. I actually bought all of the stuff to mod Xboxes. So all I gotta do is get hard drives, and I can mod the Xboxes. Yeah, it doesn't give you enough time to put your name in. But yeah. Was there one for... Yeah, I think there was actually. I think there was one for the Xbox. Now that you say that, that would probably be a better idea, because you would know it would be fully compatible with it then.
This is our territory.
Yeah, I really don't have the space either, to be honest with you. I don't even know what they're saying. I can't even understand. I'm just like muffled. I really don't have to, I mean, I do have the space, but I don't, if that makes sense. But I want to do stream with that, you know, but it's hard to get these guys could take a freaking beating, let me tell you. Jeez. Oh, you want to laugh, bitch? Come here. Who's laughing now? Be laughing on the other side of your mouth. I'm going to expand eventually. This is actually a lot bigger building. I just have a little piece of section off, because we still have storage over there. Because we have storage over on the other side, and I haven't, I want to expand eventually, when I get you know how that goes, when you have the money to do it. And the time to do it, which I have time, but, you know. Yeah, this game's annoying. Look at it now. This game's annoying as hell. You can't even see it that much. I'm just going to switch to another game. But yeah, eventually I want to, eventually I'm going to expand. I'm going to take the wall out. I'm in about a 14 by 14 space right now. 14 foot by 14 foot space. And the shed is like a 14 by 28. So I've just got a small section of this shed taken over. If I take over the whole shed, it'll be a massive. I mean, it'll be awesome. I'll have room for everything. So let's see. I just looked there. Was a stick for Dead on Xbox. I think I'll invest. Yeah. How much are they running? Like, what's the cheapest one you see that'd be good for the that'll work on the Xbox if you're still looking? I'll probably invest in myself. I'm gonna try this shooter. It looks pretty badass. Just trying, like, if you just came in, or you didn't hear me say it, trying games that I've never even heard of tonight. Unless I get requests, I will still take requests. I'm always up for requests. I love people asserting themselves and requesting games. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to play old games that you remember as a child and may have never seen it for years. May have not seen it for many years. That's what I'm here to do. So I'm going to try to go 2 hours. I think I'm going to make it to 2 hours tonight because I got a lot of people in here. Some loyal followers. There we go. Can't speak tonight. But I do appreciate everybody. I know it's easy to say and without even me knowing everybody. But I do appreciate people watching. I do appreciate people subscribing. It means a lot to me. But like I said, 400 subscribers, I'll be doing another giveaway. I'm far from it. I'm not far from it, but I'm a good ways from it. Let's put it that way. It's going to be a while. But keep an eye out if you're subscribed. And it's definitely going to happen eventually. So not sure which one's the best. I just went with my favorite looking one. Hopefully, okay, there we go. It gets dark. I like when it gets dark, you can see shit better. Just got some new VR games I'll be trying out. Can't wait to try them out. Wish I could figure out how to do the whole VR thing with you being able to see my reactions and stuff. Not sure how to do that yet, or if I can do that with what I got. But I'm gonna have to do some watch some videos on that. They got me. Got to watch some videos on that for sure and see if I even have the equipment to do it with. They probably use a capture card maybe. I don't know how they do it exactly, because I see a bunch of people doing it, so I mean it's pretty popular to do. Most of the time I watch my stuff on YouTube to figure out how to do different things. Sorry if I missed your comment, because well, I'm gonna get out of this, catch up with the comments a little bit here. Just looking there. Okay, just looking in. They look rare, but they do exist. Alright. So probably the best bet would be to try to find a USB one. Try to figure out how to make one work. Like I said, I do have I'll show you what I mean here. It's actually, like I said, it's actually something I got because it's something you need to plug like a keyboard into your Xbox to help with the modding process. But here it is. It's you plug this into your Xbox and then it's a female USB. I'm thinking maybe I could get a USB stick, just like a one-player USB stick, just a generic brand or something, and see if it can work. I'm not sure. I've never actually set up controllers on this. They're already set up. Like my Raspberry Pi, you can set anything up on pretty much. I have anywhere from like regular just plug and play, like a USB controllers, to actually have a Nintendo Wii U Pro controller Bluetooth to it, because it has Bluetooth as well. So it's pretty cool little device. They're not expensive at all. If you're looking to go, that's like the cheapest way to go. Still, because even if you don't have anything and you want to buy a case and a power supply, a controller, a decent controller if you're gonna buy a controller, you might as well buy a decent controller. Everything together is probably $70. So that's a pretty reasonable deal for the chance to play thousands of games. I mean, honestly. Let's see. Never played golf games, but I'm not gonna play no golf games. I used to work at a golf course for 8 years. I've had my fair share and more of seeing golf. I'm not dissing the game. Or the game of golf, but it's just not me. Just not something I'm into. I have an original Splinter Cell 2 soft mod. Yeah, yep. Yes, sir. You know what to do, right? Yep, it's been a couple years now. I went out and I went on eBay and bought all of the stuff I need. But yeah, Splinter Cell. For sure. I like how these arcade games just kind of show you how they play before you insert coins. Set your in button to insert the coins and. Yeah, this one's got decent. Looks like Colonel Sanders up here. Look at this. Well, if he's standing out in front of the KFC, you can't really tell, can you? Can't really see on the screen, but trust me, he looks like Colonel Sanders. Okay, so punch, jump. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. Looks like dogs' heads coming after you. That's kind of just funny and disturbing, all in the same thing there. KFC game. I don't remember there being a KFC game. Doesn't mean there wasn't any. Because, I mean, no matter how much of a retro gamer you are, you've never seen every game. So, I mean, it's possible. Obviously, there's Burger King games, but, and I have all the Burger King games on this Xbox. That was some of the Xbox games I wanted him to get for me. He let me pick which ones I wanted, which is pretty awesome. I got all the Lord of the Rings games, all of the Star Wars games, all of the Burger King games, the ones you actually got at Burger King. So yeah, pretty awesome. Never played this game, but it's actually pretty fun. It looks silly as hell, but who cares? I don't judge games by the way they look. I judge them by gameplay. A lot of people nowadays, especially younger kids, not all younger kids, some younger kids have a respect for the older stuff, but I'm not sure how I'm supposed to attack this guy. Oh, okay. Ah. I don't know how them hitting you knocks the gun out of your hand. I don't get that part. But... Gotcha. That's actually a pretty fun game. I like that game. But, yeah, there's been McDonald's games as well. I don't think I'll have the McDonald's games on here, but, I definitely have the, Burger King games. But yeah, there's a lot of fun games out there. But what I was trying to say is a lot of the younger guys, they're like, what's this game? This game looks stupid, you know, like why would you play those games? Like, they look for graphics, you know what I mean? I don't look for graphics. Now fine, when I plug in my Xbox One or I plug in my PlayStation 4 and I play a game, I expect graphics just because that's what those consoles are for, you know what I mean? But when I play retro games, I don't play like, oh, this don't look anything close to what the PS4 looks. Of course it doesn't. Like you can't compare that. You're like, you can't do that. You can't compare the consoles because there wasn't the technology then. You know, that's a stupid thing to compare. You know, it's not fair to compare that kind of stuff. But yeah, I got this Switch Pro. I don't know if you seen what I got this for the Xbox One. I'm gonna be playing. I got this. I got a bunch of games. This in here was didn't have the original case, but it still works. I got a bunch more too. I'll probably be selling some of my games because I won't be playing a lot of them. I got Gears 5. I'll probably sell. I got like Minecraft and Infamous 2, which I already have for the PlayStation 4. Or not Infamous, Injustice 2, sorry. Got Injustice 2. Got some Fallout games I'll probably sell, because I don't play those. It's not my cup of tea. But, yeah, for sure. Depending on the console, like I have a TurboGrafx 16. I have one game for it because the games for it are atrocious. I'm thinking about getting this. There's this card. There's a card you can get. It's like $150, but it's worth it. It looks like the Predator. I think it looks like the Predator. There's this. It's like $150. But it's well worth it because you can put all the games on. You can put a little micro SD card on there, and hey, Christoph, what's up, brother? 24-hour stream is going great. This ain't gonna be no 24-hour stream. Hell with that. Unless you're talking about your stream. I'll try to get my favorite. I'll try to get my. Try to get my. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm good. And smelling clean. That's there you go. I'll beat this guy. I'll move on to the next. Ah, shouldn't have jumped on that one. No, that one should have ducked on. Can he duck? Yeah. Damn it. I gotta figure out this guy's pattern. Everything has a pattern, you know? It's like, looks like he's gonna do different attacks now. Jumping right into it. Alrighty, Switch Pro, appreciate you stopping by. Lay down, bitch. I appreciate that, yeah. Appreciate you stopping by. For sure. Always good to see a new face. It's always good to see old faces. Always good to see new faces. Even though I'm not technically seeing faces, but you know what I'm saying. I don't know if you heard, Chris, but I got me another Xbox One. Xbox One S. It's army green. Oh, it's badass. I love it. Gonna get some games set up on it. My brother actually gave me one, but it doesn't work. The HDMI port's all screwed up on it. And tried to get a hold of the company. Both of them are in Laredo, Texas, which is kind of funny. Whether it's a PS4 or a Xbox One, they're both in Laredo, Texas, probably the same damn building. But they're apparently not doing. They're not running right now, which I understand. I mean, it's not like a necessity. It's not something that, you know, it's worth spreading the virus around just to fix consoles. So I get it. So I'm just gonna have that one for display, or I'll give it to Aaron if he wants it, so he can get it fixed when they come out, so he can have a newer console. That's cool. I don't know if you can find somebody that can solder. I mean, I was originally trying to find somebody that can solder because, as you know, the Xbox Ones have two. They have an in and an out port on them. I was going to get somebody that knew what they were doing, soldering, and take the bad one out and swap it with the in, because I never use the in anyway. Nobody ever does. I mean, that I know of. Nobody that I know of uses the in port, and then it would work again. But nobody I talk to wanted to mess with it. I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to mess with it either. I can solder, but I definitely wouldn't want to take on that task. But yeah, I'll do something with it. I'll either display it or I'll give it to Aaron if he wants it, because he was talking about a newer console, having a newer one, but they're not fixing it right now. So I went and bought another one. $180. The guy wanted $200 for it, but I got him down to $180. I only had to travel like 40 minutes away from my house to get it, so that's not bad. And there were some restaurants over there, so, you know, kind of made it worth my while again by doing that. But yeah, great to see you, Chris, for sure. After this, I'm gonna be jumping on some Conan Exiles. I know you probably don't like Conan Exiles, but the One S is digital only. No, it's not digital only. It takes discs. I'm gonna be playing a lot of this. A lot of this. I'm not really into the Modern Warfare world anymore, but probably playing some of this. I don't know. I got a bunch of games for it. I got like maybe 20 games. I'm gonna be selling some of them to buy other ones and buy a card. I'm just gonna buy cards for the Xbox. I'm not gonna do it like the PlayStation, because I'll be mostly on the PlayStation. Obviously, I'll stay mostly PlayStation, but No, Aaron keeps thinking though that the one in the box is digital only. If that's what you're talking about, he keeps thinking the one I had that my brother gave me is digital only because the box is digital only, but it's not. That's just a box from the new one he bought for his son. The new one he bought for his son is digital only, but the one in the box it takes discs. So, but the one I got it's army green. It's awesome looking. I never seen one that color. It's usually black or white, you know. But it's army green and it's got a 1 gig hard drive and it takes discs. So the games are digital. I was gonna get an Xbox One S, but then pretty much Xbox games are on. Yeah. See, that's what this guy did. This guy went went PC. He went out and bought an $800 PC, and he's like, I'm not gonna be playing on the Xbox anymore. That's the only reason he sold it. But I didn't get a controller with it. But like I said, my brother gave me the white one, so I have the white controller from the one my brother gave me, and it works fine. So it's like brand new. I mean, I'll just use it. I don't need the colors to match. You know what I mean? I'm not one of them people kind of guys, but yeah, I got that other one. I'll probably give it to Aaron if he wants it. He's more than welcome to have it. He does all kinds of stuff for me. So controller is nice. Controller is nice. Yeah. Oh, they're nice controllers. I'll give them that. I mean, I've always been an Xbox, or always been a PlayStation guy, but I can appreciate the other consoles as well. I'm not one of them people that I think I'm gonna play this Body Blows, even though I said I'm gonna play these kind of games. Looks like it's gonna show up good on screen as well. I've always been a PlayStation guy, but I can appreciate all the rest of the consoles as well. All the games that they come out with, exclusive stuff like Gears 5. I'll probably end up selling my Gears 5 though. I don't see myself playing it. I don't know. Maybe I will. But if I get some money for it to get Xbox Live so I can play the games I actually want to play, I'll definitely do that. You see, did get another controller from a PS4, Chris. I got the Midnight Blue, I think it's called. Pretty awesome color. I went in there looking for like the bright blue ones, but they didn't have any. So that color's cool too, though. But I got the camo in that one, so it works. I'm gonna do this just because I'm an idiot. There we go, just so it doesn't time out. I just upgraded Gears 5 last night. Oh, do you have an Xbox One? You have the original Xbox One, is that it? Yeah, I'm gonna jump out of this. This one goes by discs, and I don't want to deal with that. But that's cool. I didn't even know you had an Xbox One, brother. Badass. It's good to have both, you know. Oh, okay. Cool. Nothing wrong with that. PC's just better. I mean, than both consoles for that matter. I mean, I just never got into PC. I need to get some games for my PC though. I got a $2,000 PC, you know, so I always say $2,400, but $400 of it was a TV to run it. So technically a $2,000, which is still crazy amount of money to spend on a PC and not play games. You know what I mean? So I got to get some sort of game for it. I mean, I have games that don't even challenge it. Like I have the Assassin's Creed 2 to play on there, but it doesn't even give it a challenge. Like I need to get something that actually gives it a challenge for its graphical capabilities. just to see, you know, what it does. Let's see. The only bad thing about this, just like Netflix, you spend more time flipping through the games than actually playing the game. I'm going to try. Than actually playing games. Ninja Spirit. I know I've never tried this one. I'm going to try this one. But yeah, I've gotten a lot of stuff since I talked to you last, Chris. Not last, but I mean, you've been gone for a while. I need to catch you up on some things here. I might just do a stream just for you, brother, so I can catch you up on stuff. I got a lot of new stuff in the game room you've probably never seen. Sure, there's a lot of stuff here. Oh. Every once in a while, I pull something out of the woodworks, and I'm like, I didn't never show that on stream. I need to show that on stream. And then things I get that I forget to show on stream. One thing I can show you right now, Chris. I just actually got it the other day. I never showed it on stream yet, but got it from Aaron, of course. Where else would I have got it, right? Through friggin' Sony 3D glasses. Pretty badass. I'm not gonna open them up because they like lock into place. And last time I thought I was gonna break the damn things. But yeah, they charge up, I guess. And there's the power button right there. There's Sony 3D glasses. He knows I collect Sony stuff. I'm a big Sony fan. I collect Sony stuff. Pretty awesome. He got me a lot of DX stuff. DX shirts, a DX hat. I'm going to be wearing them on stream as soon as I get washed and everything. So wash them up. They've been laying around for a while. We've gone through some stuff. I found this and some stuff. I put this in the game room just because it's like old, you know what I mean? The old freaking BlackBerry flip phone that flips open with a keyboard. State of the art back in the day. Let's see. A lot of changes. The California raisins are retro. Hell yeah. Yeah, I've had these for quite a while, these California raisins. These four right here, from here, these four right here, they're four originals. And then all the rest of them are later. And then this big guy here, I don't have all of them. He doesn't really belong to this set, but very familiar. Oh yeah. Let's try this game out here. Looks pretty neat. Really? I was trying to switch weapons, you know what I mean? Oh, that's the other guy. Got like a shadow guy, like on Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, it's a little difficult. Let me get caught up on the chat here. Oh, that's okay. It's just only one more. Yeah, because it depth and settings. Up BlackBerry. Yeah, I liked BlackBerry back in the day, but I've actually the phone I had, it was like this. I actually had this here wasn't my phone. I think it was my wife's phone. I actually had one of these phones back in the day, and it worked for a while, but then it just started going crazy on me. Like, I don't know what the hell it was doing. Like, it started sending, like, text messages to people that I didn't even know. They wasn't even in my contact list. And it was sending text messages to random people. Like it didn't actually send a text. Like, it didn't actually have a text. It just sent a message that was blank. And people were like, who's this? Like, you didn't even write anything. Who is this? I'm like, I didn't send anything. Yeah, you did. And they like swore them down. I sent them a message, and I'm like, which I probably did, because how would they have my number if I, to tell me that, weird. Like, I just start doing stupid shit. And then I was like, well, my wife said, well, we're due for an upgrade. I was like, thank the Lord. Thank the Lord, So we went to do the deal, went to trade in my phone. I'm like, you're probably not going to give me anything for it, but I'll take whatever they give me. They look over my phone, and of course I keep my stuff as immaculate as possible. Anybody that knows me that if you get something from me, it's going to be working. And if something's wrong with it, I'm going to tell you that there's something wrong with it. From the get-go, I'm not going to bullshit you. But the guy comes out, he goes, we'll give you $80 for this, for your trade. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, where do I sign? Let's do it right now, before you change your mind. Some strange shit. Yeah, it is. It was weird. It was strange. I never saw such a thing. Like, some people thought I was an idiot. Like, no, that can't happen. But I tell you what, it happened. It was weird. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. JoJo. What do you mean, sir? Arcade Pilot. California Raisin figures are nice. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's the whole collection, except for this big guy. This big guy doesn't really belong with him. If you know anything about him, you already know that. But he's like part of another set of them. He's the only one I have. But these four here are the four originals. They came out when I was just a young lad. And then the rest of them came out. The rest of them were later. And then that guy in the middle, I've never really seen too many of them big ones. I've seen like different variations of the originals too, which are a little bit later. But I've actually seen like a big one of this guy. And yeah, pretty cool. Original Xbox for the very first console. Good to see as well. Yeah. Yeah, I have a couple Xboxes. I have one that's not modded. I have one that's soft modded, which is what I'm running this on, obviously. I have a lot of original consoles, but I don't get them out a lot because they're just so difficult to get off the freaking shelves and put back on the shelves, knocking everything down. But I do have the little. I'm gonna play this game. It looks pretty good. Wait a minute, where was it there? I do have a little Generation 3 Xbox. A little Generation 3 Genesis that I'm gonna be putting on a shelf up here. You can't see the shelf. But it's kind of close. It's like up in this direction. And I want to get a little mini Super Nintendo as well. And then I'll just keep them up there, and I don't have to do emulation anymore. I'll still do some emulation for like requests and stuff like that. But then I'll be able to actually run. I like running it off the actual console. Yeah, it can be. Like, I want to do another console. I didn't do this one. I actually bought this one off of a buddy of mine. But I got another Xbox. I might soft mod. I actually bought all the stuff to do it. I just need to buy a decent size IDE hard drive to put in it. Oh yeah. Are they easy to mod? But see, that's still emulation though. But yeah, I see what you're saying. That if I could get those cheap enough and mod them, that would be a good way to go too. That's a good point. That'd be a good way to go too. Because then you can use the actual controllers. That's the biggest thing. Which I could probably get adapters to put the actual controllers to this, but not laughing anymore, are you? So he gets back up and then falls down again. That's fucked up. Anyway, I only have Super NES Mini, but I'm going to get TurboGrafx 16 Mini. Oh, do they have the TurboGrafx 16 Mini out now? Hell yeah, that's cool. Can you mod them pretty easy, or? I was going to get NES Mini, but I skipped. Yeah, what I don't like is there's so many people out there that, and you already know this, I don't have to tell you this, but they just buy them up just to slam them back on freaking eBay and try to charge like $300, and oh man. I can see charging a little more for them if you mod them. But $300, that's ridiculous. Like, they're $50, you know. I could see charging $100, even $150 if you mod them and have like thousands of games on them. Or you could probably only, I don't know if you can mod them to the fact where they have other consoles on them. But, Knuckle Bash, okay, I have to try this one. But, let's see, I got to wait when. Hell yeah. I have a TurboGrafx 16, but I only have one game for it because the games for it are crazy. I'd like to get a, like I said, one of them cards. You wasn't in here when I said that though. But I'd like to they actually make a card for the TurboGrafx 16 that you could put I don't know if it's an SD card or a micro SD. Either way, it doesn't matter. And you can put ROMs on it. It's like $150, but it's worth it if you can put everyone on. Oh, no problem, brother. I'll be here. Be here for at least another half an hour anyway. Not sure what that says, but I don't want to. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Holy hell, that's a big dude. kneeing him in the nuts or something. Oh yeah. Pretty awesome game. Never tried that one before, but anyway, I'm gonna read your message here a little more thoroughly. I don't want to mod the minis, but I'm still after such a long time in deciding to mod Xbox or Xbox 360. Yeah, I see what you're saying. This game yeah, it did. It did really. It actually did. There's a second one to it. That's actually in a wrestling ring, which is pretty neat. Kind of gave me a wrestling vibe there, so it was pretty cool. The second one actually is in a wrestling ring. But yeah, it's pretty cool games here. Kung Fu Master. I'm not gonna try that because I've obviously already tried that. Never tried it for Atari for I don't think I've ever tried it for the arcade, but I've tried it for regular Nintendo plenty of times. Same game pretty much, just looks different. But yeah. Yeah, I don't want to mod my other Xbox. Like, I have one that's modded, one that isn't. If I mod another one, I'll actually buy another Xbox and do it. I want to have one that isn't modded, just for collecting purposes. One that's untouched, that's an Xbox, you know, that's all it is. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, I love that game. I actually played that game on my last stream. I think it was the last one I played that on. Let's see. Still in arcade games here. I like the arcade games. I guess maybe because there's so many of them compared to the rest of them. But I might go out of the arcade here for a little bit and dive into something else. There's what, 3DO. There's N64. It doesn't really run N64 games that well. A lot of the different titles, it doesn't really run all that well. Let's try an original NES game here. See what I can get going. I'll try one I've never tried before. It's kind of harder on the NES. There's plenty of them I haven't tried, but not a lot that I haven't tried that I would want to put on stream. Adventures of Bayou Billy. I'll try that one. I've played this one before, I'm sure, but I'm gonna get my ass kicked at it, I'm sure. But that's alright. But yeah, I'll go to at least 2 hours here. I'll do a good 2 hours of playing, and then I might switch the camera back up, give you a Blair Witch Project again. Might talk for a few more minutes. Depending on how many people we have that happened to stream at the time. Konami.
The Adventures of Barter Billy.
I don't know if you heard that, but it said The Adventures of Barter Billy. Sound like they were in like a standing behind a wall. Big man there, he's got a knife pulled on a lady. You can't really see it, but got a knife pulled on a lady. He's a big man there. Yeah, it definitely is a difficult game if I remember correctly. I'm not going to be playing it long, I'm sure. Yeah, see that? I just kicked the shit out of this guy. He took like most of my life, like half my life probably. This is probably where I died. Looks like the double dragon's got a red one and a blue one. These guys are probably going to kill me, and I'm just going to say the hell with it and go to the next game. Got 2 blocks left. Well, damn, I actually got past him with 1 block left. Jeez. Won't be doing that. Won't be beating these guys. Jeez. Yeah, that's craziness. It's a really difficult game. I remember that, and you said it, and as soon as you said it, I was like, yeah, I remember it now. I remember how difficult it was. I'm gonna try this just for the hell of it. Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. I don't think I've ever played this one. But we need something to fill up the whole 2-hour stream here. And it's got to be games I haven't tried, really. So, this definitely fits that bill. Really read the... Yeah, that's a pretty rough game as well. Kind of weird. I want to say stupid, but nah, it's not stupid. It's just, I don't know. Not that good, that's all. In my opinion, of course. Everybody's got their own opinion about things. try this now. This will be one of the last ones I play. Play a couple more here before I switch the camera back up to the TV here and give a final little talk in here for however long. Know how I'm doing on time. Let me see how I'm doing on time here. Oh, I'm not doing too bad on time. Yeah, that is pretty funny. Can't really read that, so I'm just going to skip through. Not even going to begin to try to pronounce that word, the name of this one. Just going to skip through again because you can't really read it on the screen anyway. Pretty rough too. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. Ah! Yeah, enough of this game. This game's gonna drive me to drinking. Go one more here and then I'll switch it over. Let's see what we got here. What the heck is that? Can't even tell what the character. Oh, okay. Because of that stupid block down there. What the hell is that? It's just some weird stuff on here, let me tell you. I remember most of the stuff, but some of the stuff is like, where'd that come from? Like, I don't remember that. You would think since if you're older, you've seen every title there is to see for the... There's a Beetlejuice. I'm going to try Beetlejuice as my last game here. Then I'm going to switch it up to the... Switch the camera back up, like I said, and do some final thoughts before I jump off, and probably do some Conan Exiles maybe. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what happens. Beetlejuice looks really weird. You can't see it on the screen. See the name Beetlejuice, but you can't see his face. Really? Really? You can't jump either? Oh, okay, you can jump. I just didn't push the right button. Really? God's sakes, this is ridiculous. Okay, so where do I go from here? Like, really? Like, yeah, that's kind of sad. But anyway, let me switch to do the Blair Witch Project thing here again. Said I like doing the 2-hour streams. Try to go 2 hours, regardless of how many people are in here. But sometimes it's difficult to do. But it's kind of hard to stay focused when there's not a lot of people in here doing things. But we'll give it a few minutes, see if we get some more people in here, get people back in here, and maybe talk about a couple things before I jump off. But yeah, give me another caffeine shot. Cherry cola, oh yeah. Yeah, I just got the Xbox One S though, awesome edition. Like I said, I had one before. I had an Xbox, the original, but CD drive was going out of it, and I'm a physical media kind of guy. I will download stuff, especially if it's welcome back, brother. Especially if it's a free thing off of free, you know what I'm saying, off the PlayStation Store, like because of PlayStation Plus. But I will download that stuff and play it. But for the most part, I'm a physical media kind of guy. So with the disc drive, when the disc drive was going out of my other one, I was kind of like, yeah, I'm not. I'm just going to get rid of this one. Mainly, like I said, because my buddy said his son wasn't worried about disc. He was just going to do download stuff. And it's been working great for him for that, so big plus on that. I sold for like $100, something like that. And yep, wash your hands, brother, for sure. And I got the Xbox One S now, so that's pretty awesome. Spent $180 for it. What the guy wanted $200 for it. He said their best offer, so I'll give you I actually offered him $160. And he said, "What about 180?" I was like, "All right, that'll work." So only $20 more than I offered him. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna complain for a matter of $20. I'll do it. But pretty awesome console so far. It ain't, like I said, he gave me a power supply, which he really didn't need to do that either because I already had one, but whatever you get with it's a plus, right? He gave me the power supply. It does have a vertical stand attached to it, so that's awesome. I'm a big vertical stand kind of guy. I was setting my consoles up, my PS3, PS4, and they were trying to fall over, so I did get vertical stands for them. So now that I did that, it saves a lot of space. So I got my PS3, then the Xbox One S, and then PS4 beside it. So, awesome setup, getting better all the time. But yeah, brother, I'm glad you're back. I figured I'd talk for a little while, maybe another half an hour or something, if you want to talk about something. Then I'll probably jump on Conan Exiles if you want to jump on there. If not, that's cool. Probably just build a few more things or level Thrall up or something. Probably not going to get way into it, but if you ever want to come on here, I'll show you the base. Show you my base, and you can join my clan if you want or whatever. If it's not for everybody though. I understand that. It's if you like the kind of game. It's like a survival sort of thing. I like it. I love it. I just want some more of it now. That's what I've been playing for the most part. I need to start playing other games, but now that I got the Xbox One S, I'll be definitely playing games on that as well. I need to go get a card. Like I said, I'm going to just buy the cards. And then when it runs out, if I have money before it runs out to get another card, I'll get another card. If I don't, I can hold off till I get enough money to get a card for it, because the PS4 is going to remain my primary console, so it doesn't matter too much to me whether it gets taken out monthly or not. I don't want that. I just go online as I can afford it, if that makes sense. Uncharted 4 is free this month. Yeah, I added that to my library, and then Uncharted Collection is free. Yeah, I actually got that too. What I do is you don't have to download them. I don't know if you know it or not, but you probably do. You can just add them to your library, and then you can download them whenever you want. You just add them to your library, and it's goes in it just like you've downloaded it before, and you just had to add to the library, and then 6 months down the road you can still download it for free. I know it's not technically free, but they don't have to do that. Like, you know what I mean? They just give you your online games and your online gaming for the price they do it. But it's cool that they give you options. I actually filled up my PS4 hard drive a long time ago, and I just got a 2 terabyte external hard drive put on there. It actually worked good. I was amazed at how good it actually worked, because I mean, it has to be a 3.0 hard drive, but still, I was thinking it wasn't going to work so well, but it worked great, like flawlessly. You plug it in, you got to wait for a little while, and you got to eject it, just like you would a computer. That's a little bit annoying, but once you get used to doing it, it's not too terrible. I mean, you have to eject it off the PS4 before you shut the PS4 down. If you don't, just unplug it and start the PS4 back up without it plugged in, and then plug it in. And that helps sometimes. Sometimes it still screws up. But what I do is the games that I'm playing right now, I make sure I put them on the PS4 so I can not use it as much as possible. And then if I want to try another game, I'll maybe move that game that I was playing to the external, and move one from the external over, or whatever, download a different one or whatever. Just try to keep the ones I'm playing now, interested in now, on the PS4. Sony donated millions of money in the fight against... Really? Hell yeah. That's good to know. That's good. That's what needs to happen, you know what I mean? Like, you or I can donate, but we can only donate so much. You get big companies like that can donate millions of dollars. That's good. I mean, really? Upwards of $100+ million. Jeez. That's awesome. That's good. Good. Definitely. That's the kind of company you want to stick around, you know what I mean? You want to associate yourself with somebody that does stuff like that. And I know a lot of people out there are like, well, they can use that as a tax write-off, which they probably can. I'll admit that. But they don't have to do that. Like, I mean, that's something they don't have to do. They can just keep their money, and they don't have to worry about it if they didn't want to. It's still a good gesture. I don't care either way. Like, yeah, that'd be cool. I can't remember. I don't think I played Last of Us. I know you're gonna roast me, Christoph. But no. I don't think I'd play. I mean, I've seen it played, and it looks like an awesome game. I just never got into it. I just never. I got so many games I play. It's like hard to get into. It's hard to get into a game, you know. Hello, Lady Scooby Doo. Appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, Chris, I get so much stuff here, as you know. Whether it's current games or retro games behind me, there's just so much to do. It's just Last of Us 1 is pretty emotional. Is it? It looks like a good game. I mean, it's but I mean, it's definitely a pretty cool. It definitely looks like a good game. I just never actually played it, but maybe once I get, caught up with stuff, I'll have to check it out. You bashful, Chris? No, I don't think so. But yeah, I mean, it definitely looks like an awesome game for sure. Oh. Don't want my controller to time out on me. I don't think it will since it's plugged in, but you know how that goes. Famous freaking last words. What did I do with... Oh, it's down here. Duh. Well, yeah. But like I said, a lot of people were like... Not a lot of people, but a few people when I bought this Xbox One S, people were like, "What do you want that thing for?" Excuse me, like you got a PlayStation 4. Well, I mean, it's just something else to play on. You know what I mean? Something else to check out. I got a good bit of games for it, so I'm good to go. I don't have to buy a game for it. Although I might buy one or two games. Cheese puffs! There's always room for cheese puffs, whether you're hungry or not. It's like Jell-O. I'm not that crazy over Jell-O. I'll eat it, but I'm not that crazy over it. Freaking... Jeez, my 3DO controllers are covered in dust. Did you ever see a TurboGrafx 16 game, Chris? Just like a... I'm sure you've probably seen one, but it's the only one I have because they're so expensive. This is like one of the cheaper games. It's just basically it's like the size of a little bit smaller than like a credit card or something. Pretty cool. Keith Courage is kind of like their Mario game. Yeah, basically, it's what it's like. You can actually get one of these at I'm not sure where all you can get them at, but I know you can get them from the heck is that called? Damn it. Stone Age Gamer. StoneAgeGamer.com. You can actually buy them with card slots in them, and you can put cards in them, put ROMs on them. Just literally every ROM that of the games. You know what I mean? They're, like I said, they're $150, but they're definitely worth it to play all those games. Because the game I have in there is probably only like a $10 game at most, but most of all the other games are 40s, 50s, 60s more. I mean, they're crazy. The guy I actually bought that off of, he's like, I got a TurboGrafx 16. I'm like, yeah, I don't even know if I could touch that. He goes, well, he said, I think he sold it. he said, I'll sell it to you for $70, I think. 60 or $70. He said, but it's not tested. He said, if I test it and make sure it works, then 120 or $140. He's like, well, don't test it, I'll take it. And it works fine. It works great. I don't have that little piece that covers this shit up. But it's like $100 and some just for that. I'm like, nah. It's just aesthetics. It's not even functional. But now compare that to Neo Geo. Yeah. Yeah, Neo Geo games is crazy too. Probably worse, yeah. We're on back. Yeah, oh, okay. Has this back connector. But you can actually buy this connector for like $20 that connects it to RCAs. I'm thinking about buying that, honestly. And I need another controller because I don't have a standard controller. You know what I mean? I don't have a standard controller. The only controller I have for it's an arcade paddle, which is awesome. But I don't have a standard controller. Like I have one, but it's broke. The end's broke off of it. Like, yeah, they make new ends you can solder on, but I have to get a soldering gun, and I'll probably eventually get one. But damn, I missed the retro. Oh man, yeah, it's really awesome to have retro stuff. I recommend the Raspberry Pi, Lady Scooby Doo. I recommend that because you can get them for like $30 buy a case for like, I don't know, next to nothing, $5 to $10, a decent one. Don't get one of them ones that look like puzzles you got to put together; they just break. But you can get a decent one for like $8 to $10. Get you a card. It's super easy to set up. If you need help, I can tell you exactly how to do it. I can send you a video. You can look them up on YouTube. They're super easy to set up. You can virtually plug any USB device into it, USB controller, and it works. You got to set the controller up. Bluetooth. It's got Bluetooth. It's got Wi-Fi. It's great. And you can do that's what I got. Like I said, that's what I got in my arcade cabinet. I got a Retro Pi in there, or a Raspberry Pi in there running Retro Pi. Let's see. I was about to say if you got the other TurboGrafx-16 controller. Yeah, I have one, but it's broke. The only functional one I have is an arcade paddle, which is neat. I like playing on the arcade paddle, but I don't have the original, working original controller. Yeah, I'm still looking for an original paddle, yeah. But they're expensive, like, it's crazy. I just can't justify spending the money, you know. Sometimes, you know, food for your kids or a controller for your, you know, it's a no-brainer, you know. But I'll get there. You build your collection a little at a time, you know what I mean. Not to mention I got stuff I can sell, things I don't need in my collection that I've gotten because I got a good deal on them, that I can just turn around and sell them for $5 or $10 more than I paid for them, make a little money off of them, not rip somebody off, but make a little money off of them and put it back into something I need. Made from a Dr. Pepper can. I don't know if you want to put one in a Dr. Pepper can. That might be might get a little warm on you. Raspberry Pis don't really get warm, but in my game cabinet I do have a fan on it just because. Why not? I mean, I just wired a fan back there, and why not? I mean, just to have a little air circulating back there. But it's not that necessary, but doesn't mean it's not necessary at all. It's just not, unless you're playing that thing for hours and hours, which I don't do usually. A buddy of mine, Mort, he does. Well, last time he was here, he was playing it for a while, and I get it, because, I mean, it's awesome. But, yeah. Well, I don't have the traditional fan in the case itself. I just have like a Walmart fan, and I have it wired down, like tied, like I got nails in there, and it's like in the nails, and then tie wired so it can't go nowhere, and just aiming down at it, like a little wire fan, like an $8 fan, just pointed down at it. You probably hear the fans going now on other stuff that I have. I got one pointing at my 3 consoles over here, and I got one over behind my TV, because that one TV for some reason gets pretty warm. It's probably normal, but you know me, I just to be safe, I'd cool it off. It's not going to hurt it to cool it off, you know what I mean? As long as you're not blowing a bunch of dust in it. But yeah. I was glad to see, I didn't tell you, Chris, but I was glad to see that Xbox wasn't opened. The sticker, the little seal of approval that tells you it hasn't been opened yet, it's still intact. So I'm glad no one tore it apart. Normally I would tear stuff like that apart, like if my PlayStation 2 didn't work, or one of these consoles back here didn't work, I would tear it apart in a heartbeat and try to fix it. But like an Xbox One or a PS4, I tend not to do that, just because if I can't fix it, then I would have to send it back, which they're kind of on hold with that now, like I said. But they can deny service on it, and then you're basically got a really fancy paperweight. I mean, expensive paperweight. So I mean, I don't try not to do that. But I'll show you here. I'll unplug it here. It's only like 3 wires. I'm going to try not to unplug it too much. It's HDMI cable, because they're known to bust. But yeah, here's the model I got. It has a stand on it, vertical stand. But yeah, I'm putting it the wrong way. Pretty awesome. Well, yeah, I like the vertical stand. I like putting them vertically if it actually has a vertical stand. I try not to do it if it doesn't have a vertical stand, because I don't want them. These things are way too expensive to be falling over, obviously. So you obviously want to avoid that as much as possible. But these vertical stands are not expensive. I mean, I think this vertical stand for the Xbox One actually came with it, which is pretty cool. That's something that, you know, Xbox does that PlayStation doesn't do, and that's some of the newer ones. The newer consoles come with a vertical stand. They don't do that for the PlayStation. They're not cheap. They're not expensive though. They're cheap, but it's cool that they include that, you know. Gotta clean my PlayStation off a little bit here when I'm done. Get the crap off of it as much as I can, but yeah, that's something that the PlayStation doesn't do, that the Xbox One does. At least on the new models, the 1S and the 1X, they come with a vertical stand, which is nice. But Lady Scooby-Doo cleans consoles. Oh yeah. I have a stand for my PS4, but I don't. But you don't use it? Yeah, I mean, I think the first thing that got me into using my well, I don't think I know. The first thing that got me into using my PS4 stand, getting a stand in general, to use, is because when I had mine laying down, you probably didn't have this problem. I had the first generation. I got it like a day after it came out. I paid too much for it. But the touch sensitive button on the bottom that tries to eject the discs, it was I don't know, it was when it was laying down the normal way, which is normally the way I lay consoles. It was trying to eject the disc. It was engaging that button like when I didn't even push the button, and I'd put a game in there and I'd be playing it, and it would just randomly eject my disc in the middle of a game, and I'm like, really? And I did find a way online to adjust the sensitivity of that button, which a lot of people don't know how to do. It's just a little thing you can put a like a flat screwdriver in the vent on the one side, and if you turn it to one way, it manually ejects your discs if they get stuck in there and you can't power on your system. Or if you turn it the other way, it changes the sensitivity of the touch button, and it seemed to work. It seemed to start trying to do it still a little bit. So I put it on the vertical stand, and it doesn't do it at all in the vertical stand, obviously. I just left it like that ever since. I think it's probably fixed, but now that I have limited room, if I cleaned off this stand, I probably would have enough room to put them all horizontally. But number one, I'm lazy. Number two, all this stuff, I don't know where I would put it all. You know what I mean? I don't really have the room for it right now. Probably when I expand my game room, well, definitely after I expand my game room, I'm probably going to be putting them all horizontal again, just because that's the traditional way I like to do it. I'll probably have a TV just designated for them and have like a shelf above them and just have them all lined up. Ideally, that's what I would do, but I also have a stand for my Wii as well, but I don't know where I put it. I'm glad you said that, because one of my friends actually wants me to look at his Wii, or her Wii, I should say. Maybe you used it as a speaker stand. Nope. But yeah, I'm glad you reminded me of that, because a friend of mine wants me to look at her Wii, and I think I know what's wrong with it. She smokes around it a lot, and it's like all discolored and yellow. Ugh. And she said it doesn't read discs. I was like, I wonder why. Like, probably this stuff's getting on your discs and they're getting in the lens, or it's just getting in there on the lens. So I gotta take it apart, and see, like something like that, I'm not afraid to take apart, because they've been way out of service a long time ago. So I have a black Wii. Hell yeah, I love the black stuff. I know what you're gonna say, Chris. My Wii U is black, but when I had the Wii, I had a white one. A discolored Wii. That's a first for me. Yeah, it's got like, well, see, that it's completely different though, Chris. The discolored SNES wasn't smoke related at all. It was a fire resistant plastic that it was made of, and people were taking it in the sun, and the sun was actually changing the coloration of the consoles. It didn't have anything to do with cigarette smoke. This has everything to do with cigarette smoke. It just discolored the console. It's horrible looking. It could probably be wiped off, but ugh, I don't know. I've had mine for a long time. Hell yeah. Yeah, they do good, as long as, I mean, even if you smoke and smoke around them. She must have been laying on top of this thing smoking. I mean, it's horrible. It's like so discolored. Yeah, a lot of people think that like the Super Nintendos were getting discolored because of smoking. It had nothing to do with smoking. I mean, I'm sure you can get them discolored by smoking around them, but it was because of this fire-resistant plastic they were made of. Having a chemical reaction with sunlight was the main cause of that. If you see like this one up here, mine's not discolored at all. I'm thinking either A, the person took good care of it, which you can tell that, but it's either that or whoever had it before me took care of it, or this is just like a second run of them. It's the original model, but it might have been the second run of them, because like the second run of them, they started making them with a different plastic. Because if you notice, The ones that are discolored, not all of it is. Like, only the outside casing is discolored. The inside casing that actually has the cartridge slot in it and stuff is all right because it's made out of a different plastic. It's weird. But then they started making it all out of that plastic, and they didn't get discolored anymore. But if you have an earlier model, that was happening. If you had it in the sun a lot, but interesting fact. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I do my homework on that kind of stuff. I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything, but yeah, it was the same way with the Nintendo. The same way with the Nintendo, it was a chemical reaction. The sunlight hitting it. I don't know why you would ever take anything out in the sun to begin with. That just don't sound like a good idea to me to start with, but especially if it's heat, if there's a lot of hot heat, because it don't take much to melt solder, and taking stuff like that, like if you leave them in your car, that's a big no-no. They can take cold all day long. In the heat, you don't want them in your car because all it's got to do is melt the solder connection and you're done. Like, you're dead in the water. But especially when they decide to put the boards in there upside down or whatever, so when the solder melts, it drips off. Yeah, that's always fun. At least the Xbox put theirs the right direction. So, like a lot of them Xbox 360s, they had a huge failure rate on them. They had a 33% failure rate on them. It was crazy. Or 22, I'm sorry. 22% failure rate on the 360s when they came out. But if you were to, like, if it overheated, it would melt the solder. But at least those you could but at least if you could fix them pretty easily, at least temporarily. You'd actually have to open them up to fix them more permanently. But what you could do is plug the fans, like put something, like there's 2 fans in the back or whatever, stick something in there so the fans can't turn, and cover it up. It sounds stupid. It sounds really dumb. Something you don't want to try. Cover it up so it gets no ventilation, and turn it on and let it over and make it overheat, basically. So what it's doing then is you make it overheat and it melts them solder connections again, and then you shut it off and it'll melt the solder connections back. It's weird how that works, but and it actually worked. But PS3 failure rate was low, but mine's did. Yeah, it's the 360 had a 22% failure rate to PS3's 0.0. What was it? 0.03%. Yeah, or 0.3%. 0.03 or 0.3. 0.3, I think, is what it was. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, because the motherboards are so freaking huge on them. Yeah, I wish I had another one of those. I wish, whether it was working or not, I wish I had another, like the backwards compatible ones, the first ones to come out. I'd love to get my hands on another one of them, whether it was working or not, just for display purposes. You know what I mean? And when that place opened back, I'm not gonna lie to you, when that place opened back up, I would get it fixed, just to have it, just to have a working one. I would probably never use it. Sounds stupid, but I actually have my original box. But sadly, I thought it was a good idea to get the second model. I love the second model, though. The second model is still really well built. I really love the second model, and it's done me well through the years. But I still kind of wish I didn't get rid of the original. I wish I would have kept it. You know what I mean? A buddy of mine had one. He said the HDMI port was screwed up on it, and I was going to buy it off of him. Then his business went out. I actually promoted him a while back. Collector's Choice. I still got a flyer over here. Oh, you got the original one. Oh. Hook me up, Crit. But yeah, I'd love to get my hands on the original Xbox, or the original PlayStation 3. Just because just to have it. You know what I mean? Whether it was working or not, I'd love to have it. Yes, but it's an import. Oh, it's a Japanese model? Is that what you mean? Yeah. Yeah, they're crazy. Crazy. Japanese, that's cool. That'd still be awesome to have, though. Yeah. Either way, I mean, if I could get my hands on, if it's original one, whether it was Japan or U.S., it wouldn't matter to me. But I would like to get my hands on another one, just to clean it up, shine it up real nice, show it straight up your candy now. Turn that sumbitch sideways. That's what it was. Polish it up real nice, shine it up real nice. Turn that sumbitch sideways, show it straight up your candy ass. But anyway, just to, you know what I mean, just to clean it up and display it on the shelf, or probably put it in the box. But let's see. I got the original. This is my actual original box that I had. Still in half decent shape. It's not terrible shape. It's not great shape, but it's in decent shape. Acceptable shape, I'll say. But yeah, I wouldn't mind getting my hands on it. I actually bought a Fist of the North Star Region 2 game for it, and a New Japan Wrestling game for it. Cool. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'd be getting that shit fixed, brother. What's wrong with it? It's not reading discs or something? It's meant. Hell yeah. Nothing wrong with that, brother. That's for sure. Definitely nothing wrong with that. Cheers to that, brother. But yeah, one of these days I'll get another one. It'll be a while. They're hard to find because people that have them don't want to get rid of them, which I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to get rid of mine either, and I shouldn't have got rid of mine. But I'll get another one of these days. Yeah. Seems kind of pointless now, but it's not really pointless because the retro aspect of it, I mean, is always there. You always want to play it outright without emulating it if you can, but the fact that you can emulate it is awesome. But nothing beats the real thing, obviously. But a lot of people can't afford the real shit. I know I can't afford a lot of this stuff. The laser of the CD drive got it fixed, and then a year later it was blinking the yellow light of death. Yeah, sucks. But yeah, if you ever want to get rid of it, brother, I'd be totally interested in buying it, or probably not buying it now because I don't have the money right now, but eventually I will. Trading you something or whatever. I totally understand if you don't want to get rid of it, but if you ever think of it, if you ever think of getting rid of it, you know who to talk to, brother. Send it to the pros and let and oh, okay, so you don't have it anymore. Okay, I see. But yeah, I'll eventually get it. I'll eventually get my hands on another one, whether it's a U.S. model or whether it's. I'd like to get a U.S. model, obviously, if I can, because I would get it fixed eventually, so I could play it if I wanted to hopefully before they stop service on them. But it's in PlayStation heaven. Yeah, I mean, It'd be nice. I'll eventually get one again. Like I said, whether it's working or not working, it's not going to matter to me. But and I might just buy one that's not backwards compatible because it looks the same. Like at first glance, boom, okay, that's a first generation. It'll be a first generation one, but it might not be a backwards compatible one because they only made 2 models that are backwards compatible, and that was the 60, and there's also an 80 model, an 80 gig model. They made them for a little while backwards compatible, but then the 80 later pretty quickly switched to non-backwards compatible, and then they made a 40, which I don't know why it would get smaller. I just don't get that. But and I remember getting the 60 gig, the original 60 gig, and I'm like, man, this gets 60 gigs of fucking space on it. I'll never fill it up. Yeah. Now it's like, now my PlayStation 4 is 500 gig, and I've had it full. It would have been filled 3 times over if I didn't have my external. So it's like, you know. Yeah, it's pretty crazy the things you think are big, you know what I mean? The things you think are, you know, things you think are hard drives are big at the time, but they're not really, you know. Yeah, whatever. See this guy right here that kind of has my resemblance? That's my son right there, which kind of tells you I'm not a virgin, but whatever. You can think whatever you want. Just go. Piss off. But anyway, how's everybody else doing that's actually cool? But yeah, I'm probably going to end the stream here anyway. I was only going to go to 2 hours anyway, but then I decided I'll just keep going if, you know, get some people in here talking. So that's alright. But Bill Nye cosplay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. His middle name is William, so it kind of fits. But that you can't see it, but his tie is actually Star Wars tie. Pretty neat. But yeah, pretty awesome. Well, I don't know if you're actually sorry or not, but it's alright. You don't have to be sorry. You might have been just joking. I don't know. I can't. You can't see. You can't get tones from texting. So I mean, that's fine. But yeah, it's a lot of people come in here and they're not joking, and most of the time I just ignore it. But yeah, apology accepted. It's cool. But a lot of people like this stuff. A lot of people don't. I mean, it's all in what you like. You don't have to like it. You know what I mean? It's fine. But all in what you like. But don't hold nothing against anybody. Life's too short to hate, you know? That's the way I look at it. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's got all the... I'm eventually going to get more shelves and kind of spread that stuff out a lot. I tried to kind of separate it from, like, Nintendo and Sega and Atari and all that fun stuff, but it's not necessarily easy to do sometimes. But, well, normally I do block comments, but you're not even showing up on my comments list, so, which means you're under the radar somehow, but, or otherwise you would have been blocked already. I'm sorry, but normally when I get comments like that, I just don't even comment on them. I just block them, just because I don't need negativity. But If you're joking, if you're genuinely joking, that's fine. If you're not genuinely joking, that's fine. It is what it is. I don't hold grudges. Like I said, life's too short to hate. So I mean, I choose not to, and just choose to try to get along with everybody. Twitch is way better with banning, is it? You see, I like Twitch. I've looked into Twitch, like maybe going to Twitch. But the only thing I don't like about Twitch is they delete your videos. They eventually delete videos. Like you can't, like right now, I can't do it on my phone for some reason. No, I don't know why. I got to talk to somebody. I got to ask somebody why exactly. Oh, I didn't show you this, Chris. It's a freaking rubber ring. Because my original ring, I'd been all up at work, and I've heard of people losing fingers, so there you go. But for some reason I can't do it with my phone, but if I get on my PC, get on my laptop or one of my computers in their game room here, I can look at the very first video uploaded, and I can just go right through them. There's no way I'd ever watch them all. It would take forever. But I can watch literally any video that I've uploaded. With Twitch, you can't do that. It'll delete your videos eventually. It'll delete them, and I don't kind of like that. I like being able to go in and literally watch any video that I uploaded. You know what I mean? I like that feature. But here when they was doing that whole, I can't even remember what they called it, because it was, people jumped to conclusions way too quickly on it, and I did originally too, until I looked more into it. When they was doing that whole freaking thing with the YouTube thing, and everybody thought their channels were going to get deleted and all this stuff. That's what I was originally looking at Twitch. I was like, well, if they do that, I'll just go to Twitch. I mean, but then I'd realized that all the things didn't apply to me. Like, I don't get paid to do YouTube videos. I don't want to get paid to do YouTube videos. I've actually got a thing on there to modernize my account to start getting paid, and I don't want to do it. Because number one, the biggest one, is content. A lot of people think, well, all you gotta do is come on here, run your mouth, or show a couple. It's not that easy. Like, it's not really that easy to think of new stuff that you haven't shown, or think of new content for videos. And if I did that, I'd have to do a video pretty much every day. Like, they would expect boom, 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 the videos constant. And having a full-time job, which I don't have right now, obviously, because of all this coronavirus bullshit, I'd have to do one all the time, you know. I'm gonna run my but that would be the first thing. They would expect you, because they're paying you. So now that they're paying you, now you got to make sure you don't skip a day, and if you do, you can get in trouble for it. And number two is you're getting paid for it. So anything you get paid for is a job. And I don't want this to be a job. I want this to be fun. You know what I mean? I want to come on here, talk to cool people like you guys. I want to come on here and play cool games, old games that people like to see, and get it, every once in a while man, I remember that game. I wish, I kept my Genesis and was able, and what I mean, I like doing that. Like, I like bringing you back to your childhood, and by playing an old game that you haven't seen in 20 years or whatever. So, I mean, I like doing, you know what I mean? I like bringing it back to, I don't like doing it for money, you know what I mean? It's just another job, and then you don't want to go to your job that you have, so by making another job, it's just going to be like, now I'm getting paid for it, now it's another job. It's just, here we go, and now I got to do this on top of doing whatever other job you have. you know. So it's kind of kind of not my cup of tea, you know. And of course they look at you like you're you know, they look at you with a fine-tooth comb, and that's kind of the first people they looked at when they was doing this cleanup sweep. They was looking at trolls like this dumbass right here, you know, trolls like that. They're looking into deleting trolls, which apparently they're not ever going to get rid of all of them. And they were looking into people. They were looking at people that were getting paid for it, obviously, because look a scooter. And they were looking at people getting paid for it first because, well, they're getting paid for it, so they're saying, well, if we're paying you, then you better be doing what you're supposed to be doing. And then they were looking into of course, making sure that somebody didn't say the word fuck in a video that was clearly supposed to be for kids. I got my channel clearly marked, if you check, 18 plus, clearly marked, not for kids. So that was another thing that we had to do, and that's fine, because I never was. I mean, a lot of people look at this stuff and they're like, "Oh, that's kid stuff." It's not kid stuff. Like, you know, kids today wouldn't even know what half this shit is. You know what I mean? But it's not kid stuff. If you like doing what you're doing, playing video games isn't kid stuff. Whether it's a PS4, an Xbox One, or a freaking ColecoVision right there, or Coleco Geminis. Excuse me, the ColecoVision's over here. But it's all jealousy. Yeah, it probably is. I mean, it's what you like to do. Like, if you like to do it, then that's what you like to do, and nobody has the right to tell you you're dumb for doing it. I mean, but yeah, I'll go ahead. I might as well just go to 3 hours now, but make it a 3-hour stream. I'm not going to argue with that. Tom Nook from Animal Crossing. We know what you meant, Chris. But yeah, I don't care what anybody thinks of this room. Like, I mean, I care, but I mean, people that want to say negative stuff about it, I don't care. I really don't. I really do not give a shit. You know what I mean? So I don't even know why people even comment like somebody saying, "Hey, you're fat." You don't think that person already knows they're fat? I mean, they've been living with it for how many years? Probably. They already know they're overweight or they're fat. By you telling them that, it doesn't help anything. And it's none of your business, first of all. You know, they're probably 100 pounds more than you, because you can't see them, you know. Like, oh, I'm 120 pounds. Yeah, I bet you are. But people calling people fat, like, that person already knows their weight. They don't need you to tell them that they're overweight. You know what I mean? They don't need that information. They already know that. You know. Somebody call me a geek or a nerd. I'm not fat. No, you're not fat. But like, you know, somebody call me a geek or a nerd. What am I supposed to say? That thanks? I mean, first of all, half the people that call you names don't even know what the word means to start with. Like, someone calls you gay, for instance. Gay means happy. I hate to tell you people. Gay doesn't mean homosexual. Homosexual means homosexual. Gay means happy. So, I mean, don't use the word unless you know what the word means. How's that? I mean, it's... on Twitch, a troll told me my beard was fake. Your beard was fake. What would you wear a fake beard, for Christ's sakes? What would be the purpose of wearing a fake beard? And who cares if it's fake for that matter? Like, who cares? Like, there's plenty of movies out there. What I really like is the whole. What I really like. I'm said it a million times. I'm sure it's going to be the millionth time you've heard it, Chris. But when people find out I watch wrestling, they go, "What are you watching that? You know it's fake." Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know it's fake. This is coming from like a 25-year-old that literally I've watched wrestling like 10 years before they were born, you know, kind of thing. And they're like, tell me it's fake. Like, no shit, dude. Like, I know that it's rigged and it's fake, and for the most part at least, it's fake. That doesn't mean people don't get hurt on it, but yeah, I know that. Like, I don't watch it because I think it's real, you know. Like, when's the last movie? Even if it's based on a true story, when's the last movie or TV show that you've watched that's real? Like, really? Like, do you think Dr. House's name is really House? Do you think that's his last name? No, it isn't. You know, do you think all them people in Grey's Anatomy are actually doctors and surgeons? No, they're not. It's fake completely. Like, everything is fake on TV. Like, pretty much, unless it's news. And hell, half the time that seems like it's turned for the worse in this coronavirus bullshit. But that's what makes people think it's fake, and it's not fake. It's just exaggerated in a lot of things, I think, to the point where it's got people so fucking scared out of their minds that, you know, I don't know if they're trying to scare them to stay home or what. But George Clooney is a doctor. Prove me wrong. But yeah, it's all in what you like to do, and nobody has the right to tell you that you shouldn't be watching wrestling or playing video games or whatever. I mean, who cares? Like, what do they care about it, you know? They'll come into your stream and say it, like, this stuff's gay. Like, well, why are you in here? Like, George is that, you know? But, yeah, it's comical to a point, and then after a while it just gets annoying as fuck, you know? Like, people coming in saying, like that one guy, 40-year-old virgin, whatever. First of all, I'm not 40 years old, I'm 42 years old, and I got 2 kids, so explain that one to me. Like, how's that work? Like, and then he said he was just joking. I don't know if he was or not. I don't really care if he was or not, but I mean, I care to a point. Like, I care that people are having fun in here, but when people come in and do that kind of stuff, in my youth, George Clooney haircut. I had a Joe Dirt haircut in 10th grade. I'll have to show you that sometime. I'll have to find a picture of that shit. I'll have to send you a picture of that, Chris. I'll text it to you when I find it. It was down in my basement. If we got a full basement or whatever, it'll be like redone into an apartment or whatever. And because my father-in-law was staying there for a while. But yeah, I'll have to find it. But yeah, I'll have to send you a picture of it. But it was 10th grade and had like a mullet. It wasn't like spiky and shit like that, but like it wasn't to that extent. But that was actually obviously fake hair. But not to say you couldn't actually get your hair like that, but you know, it was like a mullet. It was pretty funny. I actually have my senior picture. That's pretty funny too. If I can find my damn phone. Here it is. I want to see. Yeah, I'll find it. I'll send it to you. Mullet. Oh dear Lord. It was basically a mullet, yeah. I'll see if I can find my senior. I had my senior picture on my phone here. It wasn't a mullet. I just had my hair cut short then, but. I don't know if I still have it on here or not. Oh, wait a minute. It might be on Facebook. Might be on the Facebook pictures. Facebook was. If you don't have a Facebook, I envy you. That's for sure. A couple of my buddies like, I don't do Facebook. It's like, well, you're not missing much. I like it. Don't get me wrong. It's just there's a lot of bullshit on it too. With every good thing, has to be some asshole fucking it up. You know what I mean? It's just the way the world works. I'm not sure. Thought I had a picture of it. I thought I saw it not too long ago on here, but I could be mistaken. Not the 10th grade picture, but my 12th grade picture. Well, maybe I don't have it on here. Go into download. I got so many pictures on my phone, it's not even funny. But yeah, I'm not sure. It's weird. I could actually bring that picture up on screen. That's what I should do. If I can find the damn thing. Find this thing, I'll put it somewhere where I should be able to find it easier and bring it up on screen. Well, let me check this one. No. Got so many damn pictures on here. Crazy. No, it's not in camera. Unless somehow I transferred it to it somehow. Sometimes I do that. I don't do that on this phone though, because normally when I do that I have a card in there, and I don't. This one's got a 256 gig internal storage, so I don't really need a card. It's plenty big enough as it is. So I wouldn't have done that on this. That's strange, because I thought I just saw that today or yesterday or something when I was thumbing through some pictures to send to somebody. I was like, yeah, there that is, but maybe I was freaking mistaken. Just so many pictures on here, they all kind of run together. I might just be looking straight past it too. Completely possible. Here's my kiddos' pictures. Should put it up on the... That's messed up though. I don't understand where the hell that is. Hey, Mr. Trans Aaron 38, what's up? What's up, brother? Just trying to find this damn picture on my phone. New bag. I think I had the picture on my Facebook. I'll go and see if I can find it. If I can figure out how to get into my pictures on my Facebook again. Okay, here we go. There we go. Gonna be a good ways back here. If I have it on there at all. I know I have it on here somewhere on my Facebook, but bear with me here. I'll try to find it here while we talk. Wait a minute, let me see if I can narrow the search down just a tad. Some funny ones in there, but I know I have it in here somewhere. Go to uploads and try that. It's still going to be a ways down the road here, though. As many pictures as I've uploaded through the years on Facebook, don't even want to know how many there are. Bear ass with me. I mean, bear with me. Ooh, look out. Gonna be a ways to go. Don't want to just roll, because if I roll through them, I'm probably gonna. Here's all my trips to Belgium and the Netherlands and Cologne, Germany. It's obviously way past that, or below that, whatever you want to call it. Jeez. Don't realize how many. Let me. Oh, here we go. I got it. I'm gonna do a screenshot of it, and then it'll be in my screenshots easy enough. And I'll bring it up on screen. Give you guys a couple guys and gals some laughs here. Let's see. Okay, it's clearly in screenshots now. Bring up the app here. If I can remember how to use this damn thing, how about it? It's not really that difficult. I don't mind using the app now because it doesn't screw up like it used to do all the time. Let's see. You gonna bring it up right? That's one of my senior pictures. Wait a minute. What the hell? The hell does it know I'm doing that? That's messed up. I don't know how it knows my hand's there, but whatever. But yeah, that's one of my senior pictures. got the porn stash going there. pretty fucked up. Pretty funny indeed. That's not the mullet. That's my senior picture. My mullet was in 11th grade or 10th grade. My mullet was in 10th grade. That's straight up dating. That's why I didn't have no date now. But yeah, there's some. I'll have to get my 10th grade. I'll have to get my 10th grade picture and show you that one. That one was funnier. That one was more hilarious than that one. I know I don't have that one on my phone, but oh, yeah, it was only about $1.50 in that picture. But yeah, into the 3 hours. I'm gonna get ready and jump off here. How's it going? Appreciate you stopping in. Center Life, appreciate it. But yeah, before I jump off, remember, keep an eye out on the subscriptions. When I get to 400, I'm going to be doing another giveaway. So, old Christoph there, he won one of the giveaways. But normally what I do now, like I said, is a gift card. I do a $25 PSN card. I got the 2K20 now, Chris, so I'll be doing it with the newest wrestling game. I'm gonna try to play some of it, try to unlock some more of the wrestlers, so there's more of a selection of wrestlers. I think you picked Batista last time, Chris, if I remember correctly. Definitely one of the times you picked Batista. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready to jump off here. I appreciate everybody that stopped in. Anybody that watches the video later. Eye surgery sucks. I mean, I don't know personally, but any kind of surgery sucks, so I mean. But yeah, I appreciate everybody, as always. I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to jump into probably some Conan Exiles. So yeah, probably jump into some Conan Exiles. And who knows? Night's still kind of young, so but yeah, appreciate everybody stopping by and be checking out like I said, checking out for 400 subscribers. It's going to be a while for that, but be doing a giveaway on that and on the 400 subscribers. And next time I might do I want to start doing some other types of videos, trying to get some ideas on what stuff to do. So if anybody has any suggestions, leave a comment in the comment section below. So yeah, till next time, thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll meet you right back here in the Oasis.